Welcome to Sunset Ranger, guys. This is a very early alpha build. Let me stress this. Very early alpha, 0.2. So the game is in its infancy. And I want to also stress this, that I'm aware that it's early access as well. So when I start making points, I don't want people freaking out, going batshit crazy, because this is just opinion and what I've experienced so far. When I got this, this is not a review copy. This is not bullshit like that. I didn't beg for a key like I see in the reviews on Steam. I bought this with my money. $14.99 is what it's on Steam for. Because I've been looking for a game to basically support like I used to back in Kickstarter days when I used to kickstart stuff. Well, back it really. But the first thing starting off is I'm going to talk about the positives with this game. And the first is, when you join the game, there are NPCs. Yes, there's not a whole lot of players, barely any players at all, because of it being early alpha. But that doesn't mean you can't do anything. There are NPCs like Outlaws, Marauders, Merchants, even a couple wolves, and Union and Confederate soldiers that have different bases that you could kill, grab their loot and stuff like that. And I mean, there's obviously shootouts like you seen with me and the Outlaw there, and I grabbed his stuff, and there's different guns. Now, when you spawn in the game, you don't get the same revolver. You get always a different revolver. And it could be different damage, it could be different look, it could be different ammunition, as far as like how much it could hold. There could be many things. And you get 60 ammunition with it. The other thing you get with it is I think it's like a golden horseshoe and something else. And that's not the video, that's the actual in-game stuff. It will buffer a lot. I have a NVIDIA GTX 970, 4 gig, and my processor is a i7 3770. So I mean, it's like I said, it's not, optimized, and it really should be. That's a primary thing the developers should do, is to optimize their stuff, but also to kind of, set the server in-game a little bit better. Like, it's not terrible. There are just times when you're running around and all of a sudden you teleport, like, 50 feet in front of you, or you go back to, like, a porch, and you're stuck there for, like, a couple seconds. But back to the positives. The shooting is pretty cool, too. I do like the shooting a lot. It could be fast-paced, or it could be long-range if you're low on health and you're behind a rock doing shootouts with the NPCs. And as I said, there are different types of guns, but there's also different types of ammunition. Hollow points and stuff like that. And you can get it from merchants, or you could just get it from the Marauders and Outlaws that you kill. And it could be for different guns. There could be a medium matchlock gun. There could be a lever action. There could be a revolver that I've seen with a blade on the end of it. And there are, like, hammers, or, I guess, like, really different types of variants, really. And you can craft weapons in the game as well as crafting clothing and so on. Building stuff, obviously, you can't really build in the game as far as I'm aware. But there are buildings that you can go into, though you can't go into the ones that are barred up, like the saloons and the obviously barred up buildings like houses. This right here you see with the big safe is that you can open these up by shooting them. I don't have enough firepower or enough damage to open it up, so I kind of have to get away from it. Another thing I like about this game is the transition. As you see the sun set in the dust cloud, weird-ass desert of this really nice game, it turns from, obviously, day to night. And it's kind of neat. I just thought it was kind of nice little thing right there. And the merchant, as you see here, you'll see him quite a bit. I mean, he looks the same, but there are different types. They'll have, like, different stuff you can get with silver and gold. And so on. Negatives. Optimization's the biggest thing. I get like 25 FPS sometimes. I get 30. That's the max. And I'm going on low settings. Another thing is their server is kind of buggy, but, it's to be expected for alpha build. shooting is kind of... I mean, everything that I'm saying, guys, is it's opinion, and this is basically what's going on with the game. I'm aware of early access. Okay? But mainly, optimization and the server are the two biggest things. I wouldn't care if they had to lessen NPCs. As long as the game is playable, I can care less. Making the optimization and the servers a little bit better for more players to play. I mean, I would love to see players have, like, gang shootouts. And obviously what you're seeing me peek over here, because I have no health and everything, I'm going to obviously die, but... Anyway, for $15, I mean, if you're like me that's a risk taker, and you're going to back a game, Sunset Rangers is it. This has a lot of potential. This has so much potential. And I mean that. It could be huge. But the developers have to listen to the community, and we have to help the developers out by supporting it. But like I said, it's up to you guys what you think. This has been my experience, and I'm going to support them as best I can. Hopefully we can populate the server and make the game better. But that's what I think about Sunset Rangers, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see y'all later in another video. Alright? Later, guys.